Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. In this video we are going to continue our API testing with API 5, which is post to search product. The endpoint functionality explanation for this video is going to be, in this test we will automate a post request to search API of automation exercise websites. This endpoint allows our users to search for products by typing a keyword such as like top, t-shirt, jean. And when we send a request, the server returns a list of products that match the search term. And what is the goal of this test is the status code must be 200. The response going to be JSON. Products K must exist, and product list should not be empty. Well, we can start by API Python file. Well, first we need to define search product, and the purpose of this function is to send a post request with a search term like top, t-shirt, jean, and return the server's raw response. And this helps us to separate the API communication layer from the validation check logic. So first of all, let's define then term. Okay, then we need to build a URL equals as you see, the endpoint is this time different. We have it there. Search product is going to be okay. So we build the full URL by adding the endpoint to the base URL, and we need to create the body for the post request, and search product is required parameter defined by the API documentation. So let's say payload equals search product term. Okay, then let's add a comment line to explain this. Create the body payload for the post request to the server. The server oh no, actually wait, not like that. Create the body payload for the post request, then so the search product is the required parameter defined. Okay, then now we need to send the post request to the server, and the server should return products that match the given search term. So response equals requests dot post URL data equals payloads. And we did not validate anything here because this function's only job is that communicate with the API endpoint and return whatever the server sends back. So return response. But I want to make comment lines. This will help us to understand it. Here we send the post request to the server. The server should return products that match the given search term. Then we do not validate anything here because this function's only job is communicate with the API endpoint, then return whatever the server sends back. Okay. We need the validation method for the API test now, which is going to be def search product should return results self term. So this function performs the validation of the API response to ensure business logic requirements are correct. Let's say that this function performs the validation of the API response to ensure business logic requirements are correct. Actually, like this. Then first we need to call the low-level helper to get the HTTP response. Response equals self dot search product term. And now validation 1 is going to be status code. We expect the server to say yes, I understood your request and processed it correctly, and that means the status code must be exactly 200. So if response.status code not equal to 200, then of course what we're going to do, as always, we need to raise assertion error expected HTTP status 200 but got response.status code dot f body response.text. Okay, there's again automatically came. So let's say we expect status code must be 200. Then validation to next step to valid JSON format. The response must be structured correctly as JSON, and if parsing fails, API considered broken. So let's say try data equals response.json, then expect value error. Then of course we're gonna raise assertion error, which is going to say response is not valid JSON, and we need a row body response.text. Okay, what we said, the response must be structured correctly as JSON, and if parsing, so we're gonna parse it to JSON fails, API is broken. And validation tree, JSON structure check, which means the response must contain products K. Let's say the response must contain products K. Okay, how we do that? If products not in data, of course we're gonna raise again assertion error. Response JSON does not contain products K, and we give it data. Okay. Then the next one, we need to extract the product list for the further validation. So products equals data products. Okay. No. Extract the product list for validation. Maybe we'll use it later in it. Okay, validation step 4. Product list content check. Must be a list, not string, not number, not known. So let's say must be list. So if not products list, then raise my boy again, assertion error. Products is not a list. Value okay. Then we need to check that it must it should not be empty, so it must contain at least one item. So how we do that? Must contain at least one item. If len, we use the len equals 0. Raise my boy again. No products found for search term than JSON data. Okay. Oh. So if we reach to this point, HTTP started code is correct. Response is valid JSON. The K products exist. The search returned real product results. Then that means API passed our validation. So then return data for the robot framework. Okay, we have the API 5 robots. Let's write it down now. Settings, library. Okay, we need one more library. Okay. Test cases, then API 5 post to search product. We have again tags. Then I'm gonna do something new. Or no, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe later I will show it. We need again result equals search there. What we say that we can check top. Yeah, let's say top. And we need to check that dictionary should contain K. So dictionary should contain K. This is going to be the result. And the next one is going to be our case. Is going to be products. Let's run it. Hopefully it works. Yes. Here we go. It works. Okay, it's ready. Let's check it. Oh, sorry. Open in browser and Chrome file. Okay. Let's check first one. Search product should return results top. Paulo category. We have them the top. The name is top. Okay, then dictionary should contain K. K is not found from the dictionary. Yeah, it worked. I hope so you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.